दीपक बैज still continues to remain with us. Mr. बैज, आपने रमन सिंह की बात सुनी. बीजेपी के जो मंत्री है वो हमारे साथ जुड़ चुके थे, जिन्होंने बताया कि सरकार ज्यादा कुछ कर नहीं रही है. तो आपका क्या प्लान है अभी इस चीज को समाप्त करने के लिए, ये समस्या को समाप्त करने के लिए? All right, let's re-establish that connection to Deepak Bej. In the meanwhile, do we have Sumi with us? What we know so far, let me just re-encapsulate till we get our reporter back on the broadcast. I'm just sticking to facts here, viewers. 11 Jawans for now confirmed have been killed in Dantewada. Point number 2, DRG Jawans were traveling for anti-Naxal operation. Point number 3, it was a car full of Jawans that exploded due to this blast. Point 4, the blast took place due to IED set off by the Naxals. And lastly, there are 2 ambulances that are reaching the attack spot. This is all we know so far. This is all we know so far. In the meanwhile, you have Baghel, who is saying that we are constantly striving to take care of this situation. Then you had another MP, Deepak Bej, from the current disposition, ended up saying how their government is committed to eradicating this problem from the area entirely, but things seem to be very, very different on ground. Abhishek Bhalla is now joining us. Abhishek, while you have the Bhupesh Baghel government continuously making these promises of eradicating this issue entirely, you see these kind of attacks still taking place. Firstly, beginning with this one, what is the rescue operation looking like?
Well, Chaiti, classic Naxal strategy. This is the kind of modus operandi that the Maoists follow. They don't carry out attacks very frequently, but when they do it, it's always a big one. Typical imprint of what Naxal attacks are, using an improvised explosive device on highways, on roads where there is movement of security forces. What we know till now is that 11 security personnel have been killed in this deadly attack in Chhattisgarh. These belong to the District Reserve Guards, the specialized DRG unit of the Chhattisgarh police. You know, over a period of time, there has been a strong emphasis by the Ministry of Home Affairs where they have stressed on the fact that it's the state police that needs to take charge and not just the Central Armed Police Forces. So different states have had specialized units to carry out anti-Naxal operations. These are usually sons of the soil. They come from these areas, they know the terrain well, they know the local language, their intelligence gathering system, mechanism is far better than the personnel of the Central Armed Police Forces, and they need to work in close synergy with the Central Armed Police Forces. And the DRG, it seems, has been targeted here once again. Also, you know, such attacks where the Naxals strike and target local security personnel have a much larger ramification, because in their scheme of things, they see these young boys as some kind of traitors who have shifted to the other side, who have joined hands with the state authorities, and that's the reason why very often we see how the Maoists specifically target such local units of the security forces.
And as of now, what more information do we have? Because this convoy had how many of our Jawans? And exactly at the moment, 11 have been killed, martyred. But according to Sumi, who's our reporter on ground, this number could go up.
Well, Chaiti, still sketchy details coming in. It's not clear whether this was a single vehicle that was moving or whether there was a large convoy. In this vehicle, what we know is that the death toll, the casualty that has been reported is 11. 10 personnel who were traveling in the vehicle, and one person who was driving. So what is confirmed is that 11 security personnel from the DRG, the District Reserve Guard, a specialized unit for anti-Naxal operations of the Chhattisgarh police, have been targeted and killed in this Naxal attack.
Has the Home Minister spoken to the Chief Minister?
Well, the central government authorities are closely following The situation...
All right, Home Minister Amit Shah speaks to Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel. That's the big breaking news coming in. Abhishek, it's confirmed that the Home Minister has dialed in the Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel. I'm sure it's too premature to ask what was the conversation right there, but if you could overall tell us what the Home Ministry's stance is as far as this Naxal movement is concerned, because still there is no end to it despite multiple promises coming in from the Baghel government.
Over the years, Chetty, we've seen that the number of Naxal-infested districts has come down considerably as far as data with the Union Home Ministry is concerned. But that certainly doesn't mean that the Naxal movement has been completely eradicated. There are pockets, especially in Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, where the Naxals keep striking to show that they are still capable of carrying out such deadly attacks, and there is usually a lull for many months, sometimes years, after which such an attack takes place, and it always reinforces the fact that the Naxals are very much there. They have the ammunition, they have the capabilities to fight, they have their information gathering system that gives them pinpointed information and intelligence about movements of security forces in these areas, and that's when such attacks take place. In this instance, once again, it seems that all of this was taken in account by the Naxals who carried out this attack, and a very, very classic imprint of a Naxal attack where security forces are on the move and an improvised explosive device, an IED, is planted somewhere on the road. These are tough terrains, the roads are bad, and any time when there is movement happening and vehicles have to slow down because of the crumbling road, or if there is a bridge which is being made, that's when they are most vulnerable. That's where IEDs are planted on the roads, under the bridges, and that's when these attacks take place.